My name is Nadia McCaffery, and I am the mother of Sergeant Patrick McCaffery. Patrick was killed when he was 34 years old in Balad, Iraq. It's a matter of fact, he became the first National Guard to be killed in his unit since World War II. The work that I had decided to do is on his behalf. And this work came naturally after his death. I think I had the whole unit at the house in Tracy where I live, which is actually his house. The soldier came to visit, and we had parties. And I started to hear their story. I have so many stories that are breaking my heart. Pretty soon I could not stay away from helping them, listening to them, and see what they needed. The people who have left for the war are not the same people coming home. They all know that, they all realize that. But what they are hoping coming home is to put back their jeans on and go back to work, go on with their life, forget, put it behind them. Unfortunately, it does not work that way at all. Why not create a model, a second home, where the soldier could come to and be free, not to have the rules of the military, work for themselves, and how much more peace do you need to work with the land, with animals? I had another story from another soldier who lives in Petaluma, and he totally is in his late 40s. He worked all his life as a construction worker. When he returned from Iraq, he could not get along with anyone that he knew all his life, including his family. So I called and I decided to see him, to talk to him. One of the reasons that he was also in such a pain, mental pain, was because my son, who was a combat lifesaver, had him removed from the field that day because he fainted. He passed out from heat exhaustion. The day Patrick was killed, it was 125 degrees. And he had 2 people evacuated that day. So Dennis has a very strong guilt of survival. He feels guilty that he wasn't there to protect my son. So I wanted to hold him, just to hug him, and just to tell him that it wasn't his fault. So I did that. And he didn't show up at the house immediately. He was hiding, kind of. When he finally came in, he was carrying 2 things. One was a backpack and a pair of boots that both belonged to my son. The backpack was pierced with 5 bullets that went into Patrick's back. And that was the radio bag. So he kept that. And the boots belonged also to Patrick. And to him, it was like a treasure. So he was afraid that I would take the boots away from him. And of course, I said no. When I started to talk about the project of the farm, he listened. But he was very much closed up like this. He wouldn't communicate much. And then, after a while, he said, "Are you going to have animals? I love goats." So I said, "Dennis, of course, it's a farm. It's going to be a farm." And he said, "Oh, I want to be part of that." He learned how to love, he turned to animals in Iraq because he couldn't quite cope with the war situation. So animals, the land, having these veterans into this large farm, completely self-sustained and organically grown, with programs established to deal with PTSD, to help them get back socially in life, and to take the time that they need to be there. This is the project. And actually, we have started a small chapter in North Carolina, and there is a wonderful lady here who is also a veteran and an officer. She will be part of the chapter that we have started in North Carolina. Our project is called Veterans Village, and you can find it online by veteransvillage.org. It's under the Patrick McCaffery Foundation. So the idea is to launch the model plus satellites cross-country. Now, it's not about me. It's not my project. This is about the veteran, and I think the more people will work into helping our veterans, and I think the farmer coming in into this is the most beautiful thing I could ever see. We are doing it. We have created a coalition of organizations, of people. I think we need to patch our wounds home. I think that before we start to take care of the whole world, we need to take care of our children. I think we need to get this country back in track. I have 2 grandchildren, and I want them to grow up safely in this country, as well as our veterans this year. 60% of our soldiers have children. If they can, how many are homeless? We have thousands of Iraqi and Afghanistan vets who are already in the street. This farm is also an answer. Farms are also an answer to help them and prevent homelessness. The thing is that the veterans need to feel welcome. They need to know that we care. And we do, but we need to tell them that. It's a matter of the heart. So as a mother, I just pass on my thoughts and my love. Thank you for being here.